Okay, let's carry on with the dials. On here, what I'm gonna do in the metal, again, I'm just gonna go to my paint, press 4 to go to my selection mode, and I think I'm just gonna select this whole chunk right here. Yeah, I'm gonna select this whole thing, and then I'm gonna put the metal under the glass. Let's see, please update. Okay, yeah, so now we have the metal. Let's look good. Now that we have the metal on the whole knob, I'm just gonna drag the glass layer above it, and it should update the texture we had for it. There we go. Yeah, that's the good stuff. All right, maybe now we can probably make it. I can't tell if it's rougher or not. No, it's definitely not. They're all pretty glossy. Maybe slightly rougher. Maybe I'll play around with the, where is it, with the roughness a little bit like we did last time. Yeah, I'm gonna play around just a little bit with it to see what it looks like, and then we can decide whether or not we want to move on with the look. All right, let's try something like 10. I am not too sure why it's giving me, it's taking forever to load. Maybe I should have restarted my computer before I started. I'll do that for the next video. Maybe 20. Yeah, I think 15 would do. And then what I'm gonna do is yeah, I think I'll leave it 15. I think 15 is fine. So now I'm gonna go to the glass layer and I'm gonna make a new fill. Call it roughness variation. I guess roughness. It's fine. Just roughness. And I'm gonna turn off everything but the roughness, like this. Make a, whoa. What's happening? Everything is skipping. All right, make a black mask and add a fill. I guess we can try the radio, because what I wanna do, where is it? Yeah, I kind of want to give it these stripy looks on the roughness. Yeah, I think it would look good. So I'm gonna try that. And the only thing I know that can do that is the radio. This one. And this anisotropic radio. There you go. So I'm gonna go to my 2D 3D view. Again, we know it goes up here somewhere. So what I'm gonna do, I guess I can leave it on like UV projection, and the UV wrap, I'm gonna put it on none so it doesn't tile. And then I'm just gonna scale this. Scale it like this. Let me see. Yeah, we can play around with this just a bit. Maybe the pattern amount, play with that a bit. Maybe scale it maybe by 2, 3, 2. Yeah, let's try 2 for now. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to my material mode, and yeah, you can kind of start to see it, I hope. But for this, I think I'm gonna give it some color, just a little bit. Probably put it on soft light. Remember, if it's black, I kind of want to put it on soft light so that I can see what's happening. So I'm gonna, because overlay you really won't see much. Even if you put it like fully white, you really won't see it as much, but I'd rather put it on soft light. Where is it? There you go. So now I can play with the color a bit. And the roughness, maybe I try 0.6. 0.7. These glasses are making me not be able to see. Because they're like those night glasses and they're skewing my colors. Messing up my colors. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to my radio and let's put it back on 5. Yeah, I think this is maybe better. Let's try 4. Let's do maybe a bit more in the balance and the contrast just a bit. Something like this should be fine. But I feel like it's too perfect. Yeah, I feel like it's too perfect. So what I can do is either lower the, let me see the color. Now the color is not doing anything. I can maybe try to put the roughness on like overlay and see how that would look. Yeah, I don't think I mind the overlay look. Let's see, multiply. Multiply shouldn't really do much. Linear dodge, that yeah, that's I think I'll either leave it on, I think I'll leave it on overlay. Let me go to my roughness channel and see. Yeah, I think this is a fine, okay look. I'm gonna give it one more roughness variation though, just one. Duplicate this layer, call it roughness variation 2, and for this I think I'll just use my handy dandy charcoal, maybe concrete. Yeah, I think I want the concrete. Which one is it? I don't like these. I think this is probably the one I like most. It has a nice little balance of black and white and grays. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in here. Let's see. But I want this to be like not as much of a roughness, so I'm probably gonna do like 0.5. What's the base? The base is 0.2. Yeah, I think I'll do 0.5 for this one. I don't want it to be as rough or whatever. Let's play with the balance a bit. Maybe scale it 5. Maybe not on overlay. Yeah, I think I'll keep it off overlay. The roughness, that is. I'm gonna take the roughness for the second variation off overlay. And yeah, I think this would be fine. Ish. Yeah. And then maybe I can lower the opacity for this. Like, reason why we're not going crazy on painting custom alphas, custom grunge, whatever. Because these are like super tiny parts of the model. Like whatever we paint would probably not be able to be seen that much anyway. So that's why we're just going kind of easy on it. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do for the second variation, instead of none in the wrap, I'm gonna put it on repeat because I kind of want it to spill over to the other side, to the other one, like this. Yeah, that's looking good. But yeah, like I was saying, you kind of always want to like make your stuff look unique, you know? You don't want people to look at your stuff and be like, oh yeah, I know what they use for that. But these tiny parts is, I think it's completely fine, especially since we're blending it with other grunges anyway. So yeah, I think that'll do. Something like this. Yeah, this should be fine. Maybe I'll play with the color just a bit. Let's see. Yeah, the color doesn't really matter much right now. So it would be only for the roughness, which if I lower the mask opacity, it should also lower my roughness. Yeah, I think this is fine, to be honest. And for the first roughness variation, I'm just gonna duplicate it. And if I go to my mask view, I'm gonna drag it to this one right here. For this, I kind of don't want it to be the same, like in the same center as the other one. So I'll probably try something like this, which should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Okay, and it seems like I missed the metal for this one. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Go to the metal mask, click on paint, and then with my mesh fill tool, I'm just gonna click this, and here you go. That's it. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so if I go back to my base, now I'm gonna add everything, like all the dirt, the roughness variation, the grunges, all that stuff. Now I'm gonna add it. So I'm gonna make a new fill layer. I'm gonna call it color variation 1. If we need one more, we will see after this. So since this is metal, I don't want it to be metal for my version, so I'm just kind of going based on pure like how I think I want it to look. So yeah, all these are metal. I don't want mine to be metal. Then it would look like there's too much metal there, I think. So yeah. I'm just gonna do it just by look. So I'm gonna turn off everything but color. What color should we give the base roughness? I think for the base roughness, I didn't give it a roughness in the last video. Let's try something like 0.4 because it kind of want it to be pretty rough because everything else is like shiny-ish. Yeah, and when we have custom grease and stuff on it, it would probably pop up a little bit more. So yeah. Alright, 0.4 is fine. And for the base color, for the color variation, I'm gonna add a black mask, add a fill. Let's see, what can we use? What can we use? I have so many of these. I really need to like categorize them. I know I do want a procedural. Procedural. We can try this maybe. We can try this. Let's try this one. Grunge Dirt Dry. Why not? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna lower the balance tremendously. Maybe like this. I'm gonna put it on triplanar. And let's see, the contrast is already pretty high. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. And instead of having it on normal, I will try some different ones. First, I want some white-ish spots. So, yeah, I don't think I want any dark spot on it. Maybe we could do like a pattern. Not that. I think that's too much. Color dodge. This look cool. Let's see. Nah. Color dodge, what was it? Here. Yeah, let's try something like this and lower the opacity by a lot. Maybe 10. Yeah, that seems okay. Maybe I'll do some darker values. Maybe I'll try like, let me duplicate this. Color variation 1. I'm gonna, where's duplicate? Duplicate. Make it, call it 2. And for my Grunge Dirt Dry, let's see, can I make it random? I'm gonna randomize it a bit. Instead of linear dodge, color dodge, let's try burn. What does that do? That's pretty much the same. No, there you go. I thought I randomized it. Maybe move it a bit. Maybe? What about multiply? I think I like multiply. And I'm gonna lower the opacity as well for this. Yeah. Maybe the white is slightly... I think I'm gonna make the base a bit darker. Nope. No. Let me make sure I do this right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a new layer just to get this color specifically. I'm gonna eyedrop it and get the color. And I can delete this. I don't think I want this. And what was the roughness? 0.4. Yeah. Roughness 0.4. Okay. Call it base. Alright. Now, if I want to make it darker, I can. Easier. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is okay. Maybe I can blur out the lighter version, the lighter color variation. I'm gonna add a filter, add a blur. Let's see what that looks like. Let me turn off the layer above. Just a bit of a blur. Maybe we can try a 20 now. Let's look at the base color. Yeah, I think this is .2. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yep. Okay, this is fine. Yeah. I'm still thinking, do I want to move on with this? I don't know. Okay. Let's go make a new fill layer. Fill. Now I'm gonna call it roughness variation. Let's just give it some roughness and see how we feel about it. Turn off everything but roughness and color. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some roughness and some color into this layer. So let's see. Man, I don't know. This is I don't know how I feel about it yet. All right. I'm gonna put something in the base color. I'm gonna put some kind of grunge or maybe not a procedural, and we'll see. Cause I don't know how I feel about it yet. Excuse me. What do I want? Maybe one of these black and white spots. Maybe this. What's this? I don't think so. I get. What is this? No. Maybe one of these. Let's try something like this. Yeah, these are usually nice. But do I want them? Fine, let's try this one. I'm gonna try this. Put it on. I'm gonna drag it into the base color. Put it on triplanar, right? And then let me put it on overlay. Man, this looks like something. I can't really tell what it's doing. It's just darkening it. Which is not necessarily what I want. But we'll see. I'm gonna add a fill layer under it. Do I want... I feel like I should just put something in the roughness right here too. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put something in the roughness. Let me find a grunge. This? Nah, that's too white. Grunge. Yeah, this is the other one that I like. I like this one too. It kind of mutes everything. But I'm gonna right click, add a levels under this layer, and I'm gonna target the roughness specifically. Actually, before I do that, yeah, I think I think I'm gonna add the roughness to a new fill. So I'm gonna right click on the roughness variation fill I have and add fill, and I'm just gonna turn off everything but roughness because I kind of want to be able to control it by itself. And if I go on the roughness channel, I can put this on overlay to bring back whatever roughness we had under. And yeah. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. And then if I lower the opacity, let's see. Let me put it on triplanar. Play with the balance a bit, maybe. 0.3. No. Maybe the contrast a bit. And I'm gonna lower the opacity for it. Maybe something like 20. I need a higher contrast. I'm gonna look at the roughness channel by itself just to be able to see. Let me try to tile this a bit. Let me try 3 and then lower the balance. Put the contrast up. And I don't think I like this one. I think I want the more grungy look for it. Maybe something like this. Yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, there we go. And I can lower the opacity a bit more. Yeah, I believe something like this. Maybe the color on here is kind of strong. I can lower the opacity for that too. Maybe 10. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, this is too rough. I don't like that it's so rough. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the base of a base layer for this knob. Instead of 0.4, let's try 0.3. Maybe 0.35. Okay, and then if I go back to my roughness variation folder, if I go to my roughness channel, let's see, I should be able to maybe even play with the different. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. Yeah, this is kind of what I want. Maybe 15 opacity. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I think 10 is fine. Let's see. The color is fine. It's the roughness. Roughness is kind of rough. Yeah, I think 5. Yeah, I'll leave it 5. I think 5 will do. Maybe I'll play with the color just a bit. Color variations. Maybe for this is too much. Like the dark blue is too contrasty. If I lower the opacity a bit. And for the white as well, lower it just a bit. Alright. Yeah, for the color, it has some color information. Roughness got some. Yeah, I think we're on a okay spot. And that was annoying. Okay, so now we're just gonna do some. Oh, we're just gonna do some light edge highlight. Edge highlight. Yeah, and you know how this go. We don't really do anything too crazy because it's not necessarily edge damage. It's just to make the edges pop a little bit. So I'm just gonna, I make a black mask, add a generator, and we add a metal edge wire. Something along these lines. Yeah, maybe a light contrast. And for the base color, I'm gonna put it on overlay and make it white. White-ish. Just a bit, just to make the edges pop out a little bit, you know? And let me lower the opacity a bit. Alright, from far, let's see. You can kind of see it, but not really. So let me. Yeah, I'm gonna try something like this. Alright, I'm gonna give it some roughness, make it slightly rough. Maybe like, well, what was this, the base again? 0.35. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for like 0.5 for the edge highlight. Let me see. Yeah, something like this should be okay. The color, let's try 40. Yeah, I think this will do. Yeah, this will do. Okay. After let's see. Yeah, after this edge highlight, I'm gonna do a little bit of wear on this, because if you're constantly touching and you're gonna wear it out a little bit, you know? So I'm gonna just make a new fill layer, call it what is it? Fade wear. Maybe something like this. We're gonna make height. We're gonna give it, not height, we're gonna give it some roughness, some color. And I'm gonna add a black mask, add a fill, add a paint in the black mask. And let's see, I'm just gonna paint it with my handy dandy cement brush right here. Up, frozen. Up, there you go. My position jitter, I'm gonna lower a bit. Angle jitter is fine. It's really whatever. And I'm gonna paint it with white. And yeah, I think this will do. Lower my flow a little bit. Yeah, I think this will be fine. So let's see. If it's being touched, it's probably something like here, right? Maybe some here. Lower the flow. Maybe these really soft edges are being touched a lot. Let's give it like one hot spot, right? One hot spot where it's always touched. Maybe like here. There you go. Something like this. And now I don't know which one of these get used the most. I assume it's this one. Yeah, I think this doesn't get used as much. It's this with all the channels. So what I'm gonna do is maybe don't have this be as faded. So maybe something like this is fine for this one. And then this is the one I'm gonna give it a bit of a hot spot. Like you always touch here, you know, to turn it. And then give it some on the sides right here. Like this. Yeah, you kind of always want to think about functionality and usability when you're texturing. So maybe I'll give it some right here, because why not? Maybe not as much, actually. Yeah, this is fine. I didn't want to make like paint both of them on the same paint layer, so I'm just gonna duplicate this, duplicate effect. And for this one, for this first, I'm just gonna press 4 to go to my selection mode and paint out this one with black. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the second one we duplicated. I'm gonna paint out the first one with black. Alright, so now if I take the first one, I put it on linear dodge, it should mix both of them, the top and the bottom. Alright, okay, cool. So if I put my roughness, I think my base roughness is 0.35, maybe my faded roughness is 0.4, just to give it a bit of variation. I'm gonna put my base color on soft light, maybe. We can even do like linear dodge, I feel like. Let's see, linear dodge. Yeah. But I think I'll just do overlay. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think these are looking nice. So instead of lowering the base color opacity, I think I'll just do it in each of the paint. So for this one, we have this paint layer. I'm gonna lower its opacity, maybe something like this. Yeah, you can still kind of see the difference. There you go. And for this, we kind of want it to be more pronounced. So I'm gonna lower it just a bit. There you go. 0.45. That's fine. Yeah, this is looking good. It's looking good. Yep. Let's see the color, base color. Base color is fine. Let's look at the roughness. Maybe we want it to be, I don't know if I want it to be more glossy, maybe a bit more dry. Yeah, I think 0.45 is fine. Let me see my roughness again. Yeah, I think 0.45 is the way to go. Now, if you're touching these a lot, you probably would scratch them with your nails and all that jazz. Maybe a key bang on it, whatever, you know. Maybe you're reaching for something up here and you have a lanyard. Whatever the chances of that happening, and the lanyard keeps hitting this, you know, we're just storytelling. So I'm just gonna call this, make a new fill layer, call it scratches. And I'm gonna turn off everything but color, height, and roughness. And for this, I'm gonna make a black mask, add a fill, and find the only good scratch that I know of in the procedurals. Right here. Where is it? Scratches? Please make yourself seen. Here it is. Okay. It's called Grunge Scratch Rough. Scratch is rough. Okay. So I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna put it on triplanar. Here we go. Everything's looking nice. I'm going to tile it maybe by 2. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's play with these parameters a bit. the balance, I think I'm gonna keep the balance 0.5 for now. Scratch width, I want them fairly thin. The masking, no. The dirtiness, that's not what, I think it's the dust intensity. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah. And the randomness, let's, yeah, I think I like this better. Keep randomizing. Not bad. Yeah, I think I like this one. And I'm gonna tile it maybe one more. Can I tile it by 2.5? And let's randomize it a bit more. Yeah, I like this one. Let's see this. Yeah, maybe we'll get rid of some of these. Alright, so to carry on, scratch width, maybe we'll keep it like this, and then I don't think I want these right here. I'm gonna add a paint above this and above the scratches layer, and I'm gonna put it on multiply. Now I can paint with black out everything that I don't want here, because I don't think there would be that much scratches here or anywhere on the round side of it. Not that much. Let's see. Yeah. And here as well. Like, since we already established maybe this is not touched as much, there would be very minimal scratches, if any. So I'm just gonna paint these out like so. Paint these out. Maybe we'll give it like, maybe these little ones will stay, but most of them will go bye-bye. Yeah. Is this tiling? Is this? Huh. Well, that's not what I want. So I'm gonna remove. Why are they like that? Interesting. Alright, actually, let me get rid of this and this. And if I paint with white somewhere random, I should be able to find one somewhere. Yeah, I'll keep this one. I'll keep that one. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna try to add maybe a sharpen filter, because since again this is very low in resolution, you kind of want to go a little bit extra with trying to make it pop. So yeah. And now if I take the color and put it on multiply, we can even do either multiply or make it lighter, because maybe there's some like fresh scratches or in like whatever. You know, we can have both. We can make two layers, one for light scratches, one for dark. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this is the dark scratches. Yeah, this is fine. Maybe we lower the darkness of them. Like this. It's really not showing up that good. I don't like that. I think what I'm gonna do is tile it by 3, maybe 5. Let's see. scratch quantity. Scratch width. I think that's what I should have played with. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this and let me put my scratch width up. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let me give it some height. Ah, my back. Just a little bit of height should do. Maybe 0.05. Negative 0.05. That's too much. Negative 0.005. That's fine. And I really wish the scratches were thinner. Maybe I'll have less dark scratches. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll have less of these. Like this, right? And I think one more thing, my edge masking, maybe I want to lower that completely. Scratch dirtiness. Let's see. Double scratch low. Yeah, I think this could be fine. And the roughness, I want it to be pretty rough. Maybe we'll do like 0.65. I am not too sure how I feel about these. Maybe the height is too much. Negative 0.003. Yeah. Yeah, maybe this is... We'll try something like this for now. Okay? Maybe the darkness of them is too much as well. I don't know if I like it, man. Oh, I don't know how I feel about it. Let's try to tile it by 10. And that's not doing anything. Balance. Tile by 10. Maybe this is doing something. Like, I really can't tell. Yeah, I think I like this better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint out some more stuff. Like this. Paint out all of this. All of this. Yeah. Paint all of this out. Honestly, we could have even... It probably would look better if we would have painted with an alpha, but we can make it work. Okay, so now if I paint with white, I can bring some back in. Let me lower the flow a bit. Here we go. Yeah, I think this should do. Okay, so So I'm gonna call this scratches dark, and we're gonna have scratches light. And I'm just gonna randomize this just a bit. Random. Okay. And instead of putting it on multiply, I'm gonna put it on overlay and put it white, like so. Yeah. Again, I'm just gonna paint out some spots. Maybe this looks fine here. Maybe I get rid of all of them on this one and put them like maybe here, maybe here. Again, reason why we can just take out and bring them back is because the paint layer we're painting with is on multiply, so it's only affecting whatever's in the layer below. Yeah, that looks better. But I don't think I wanted this light. I think this is better. Yep. Yeah, this is better. Okay, now I'm gonna add a dirt layer on it. Call it dirt. I'm gonna add a black mask, add a generator, and find the dirt generator. Yeah, dirt level all the way down. 0.3 seems fine. Maybe the contrast. I think the contrast default is fine. Try planar. Yeah, because this is not gonna be super crazy dirty look. We just want to give it a little bit of dirt AO. I'm gonna give it some roughness of maybe 0.75. Something like this. And for the color, if we do not difference. If we do, let's try a brownish type of color. Something like this. Yeah, this seems okay. Yeah, let's see if there's a different brown we can use. Yeah, this seems fine. All we have to do really is paint the spot we don't want. So I'm just gonna make a new paint layer and put it on multiply. And I'm gonna, with black, I'm gonna paint out these creases. Maybe lower my flow a bit. Yeah. I don't want the creases to be like fully dirty, you know? But I also don't want them to not be. Maybe they'll have more dirt in the corners like this, where it's less easy to reach. You know what I mean? I'm sure you do. There we go. I'm gonna go to my base color view so I can see what's happening here. Down here. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a bit like this. Yeah, maybe a bit. Get rid of some of this. Yeah, this looks fine. We'll do the same for here. Just paint out, paint in, paint out. It's better to do it with a tablet, obviously, but I don't think I can find my pen from my tablet. Or the cable. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. I think this looks fine. One last thing I want to add to it before we move on. We'll have to leave this part for the next video. I'm gonna make a grease layer, give it some color and some roughness only, and let's add a black mask, add a paint. And for this, what I can do, maybe find an alpha that looks cool to make the grease look. Maybe we'll try this one. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's put it in the stencil, drag this in stencil. Again, if you don't have this, this looks too grainy, never mind. You can find anything that you feel like looks cool for what you want it to do. Let's try this. Let's try the smudge. Maybe it'll be fine. Alright. I'm gonna look here. And I'm gonna paint this. Yeah, the texture resolution for that part is pretty small. That's why I don't really paint on small things if they're like hard to see, you know. I think for this one I'm gonna duplicate the paint, put it on linear dodge, and paint on here because I don't want them to have the same I don't know what I'm pressing. There you go. To have the same opacity when it comes to the grease. So we're just gonna maybe give it some pizza color. Pizza grease. Right? Maybe something like this. Maybe it's more red than anything. Maybe a red orange. And maybe like this. I don't know what grease, like what grease color is. Okay, this is fine. I'm just gonna lower the opacity for it and give it some 0.1 roughness. There you go. And one more thing we can do, we can just maybe not add a paint, go to the mask and smudge it out a bit. So I'm just gonna smudge. Yeah, why not? Give it a quick little smudge around. Yeah, maybe make it smear. Yeah. And then this, smudge it a bit as well. I don't know how I feel about the I don't know how I feel about the color, man. Music makes you lose control. Let's see, yeah, something like this. And maybe 50% on the look, 30%. Nah, but if I do it like universally in the base color, they both will look the same. So I'm gonna lower this really low because no one touches it that much. But for the bottom one, I'm gonna do 30%. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, this is fine. We can also go to the bottom right here, maybe paint something random. And then if we go to the smudge tool, can't really see it. I'm gonna go to my base color. Maybe smudge it around a bit. Same for this one. Smudge tool, smudge it around a bit. There we go. Yeah, honestly, I painted on the same layer. Yeah, it's fine. I think this is okay. Ah, it looks pink, yo. Maybe I keep it 100 and lower the lightness on it. Maybe this is fine. And the roughness, maybe I'll give it a bit of height, 0.001, 0.01. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'll leave it like this, and let's go to Marmoset really quick, export the textures, and check how it looks, and then we'll be done. Cool. Here's my Marmoset. Yeah, I like the roughness going on. It's not bad. I'm gonna turn on ray tracing. Control R. Yep, I like it. I like what I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Cool. Like, imagine a little render like this. Yo. That looks so good, I think. Yep. Alright, so we will continue with the next part on the next video. Honestly, I almost don't want to even texture this. I kind of want to give it the same look as here, so I'll have to think about that. But we'll see in the next video.